Hello there, it's Jacqueline. And as you can see, I'm dressed festive because today I'm going to be sharing one of our brand new products. I've been waiting for this. As a consultant, just so you know, when new product comes in, it's like Christmas and we have to keep our mouths shut. But I am exploding with excitement because as of yesterday, the 6th, we officially have launched the new season. And this is our new flyer. This is an addition to the current catalog we have. And although it's small, it is mighty. Oh my goodness. This has 23 pages and some of the most fun products that I've seen in a long time. And today I'm going to be making a meal. Hey Elizabeth, good to see you. So today, my cooking class, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got a colorful flavor, so you can almost bet it's going to have something to do with heat, sunshine, Mexican, and yes, it's our brand new Ancho Lime. Okay, this is supposed to be a rub, and that's how I'm going to use it today. However, the recipe that I'm going to share with you, I've taste tested it. I'm going to show you how easy this is to use, and you're going to fall in love with it. Quick little side note, this collection, we actually have a product that's not listed in here, but if you go to my website in the e-commerce area and type in taste of the season, there is a collection that is already made up for you, so you can get some of these items at a discount. I know you guys love making your dollars stretch. So also, when you see all these amazing products that I'm going to be sharing over the course of the next little bit, I do want to let you know, you don't have to pay the price that's in the catalog. In fact, book your own cooking class. I've got a few dates left in the month of July, and my August is filling up pretty fast. Also, we have a promotion right now on getting started with Epicure. So if you're looking for a way to have some additional income sneaking into your bank account, because of course people eat all the time, it's a grocery item and you're selling it. If you're interested, the reduced kit is gone down by 20%. So reach out to me. Ready to get started? This is going to be fun. Okay, so our dish today is going to be with chicken. Of course, you would know I do that. Hi there, Lisa and Diane. And what I've got here is a couple chicken breasts. Now, if your chicken breasts are super huge, feel free to use our ceramic knife. Of course, I love that it's really sharp. It's got the protective cover. But what's nice is you can slice through it sideways and it's going to cook that much faster. So if you're a busy family going, oh my gosh, I need to put food on the table quick, make your cuts a little bit thinner. It'll help. All right, so we've got olive oil. And I'm going to use our 4-in-1 spoon, and we're going to put in a little bit of oil in here, and we're going to add our Ancho Lime. Now, just so you know, Ancho Lime, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of food facts, but if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't get that because it's going to be too spicy, no. The larger the pepper is, the milder it is. Okay, so there's your little tip. And ancho, here's the fun food fact, is actually a poblano, which is ripened to turn red, and then they grind it. Now the flavorings are all packed in here thanks to Epicure, and I'm going to use a different spoon because of course this one's dripping wet with oil. So with your second spoon, I'm going to put a teaspoon in there. And I'm going to use our grip and grabs, which is part of our kitchen utensil set. If you're loving seeing all these products, again, you can get this as a half-price item as a host, because we always give our hosts little shopping sprees. And when I say little shopping sprees, my last cooking classes that have been in person have been over $1,000 cooking classes. So that means 5 half-price items, over $200 in free product. So it's very lucrative. I mean, why wouldn't you want to have all that extra perk? Okay, so we've got these done. I'm just going to set this aside, and we're going to get our veggies going. You'll notice I'm using my flexible cutting boards because I put meat on here and I don't know if it's contaminated. I love that these flexible mats, you get 4 of them actually. So 2 of the smaller size and 2 of the larger size. Okay, so for our veggies, hey April, good to see you as well. For our veggies, I thought, ancho chili, why not get some poblano chilies? Of course, during the summer, you're gonna find lots of really interesting chilies. And if you're thinking, I'll never buy an ancho chili, don't worry. This law of substitution, you could actually use any pepper you wanted. Hey Joanne, nice to see you. So what I wanna do is I wanna just maybe slice them. When you're buying poblanos, what you're going to do, easy way is just slice it in half and you're going to just take out the seeds. You're not going to eat the seeds. Just clean it out here. I've washed these all before, so always make sure you wash your peppers and wash your hands. Like you're not going to want to put contacts in after you've just done a poblano or any of the other peppers that we talk about. I like taking out a bit of the membrane. If there is a big membrane, the white part. So we're just gonna clean this up a bit. And again, we'll just slice it. Okay, so we've got that going. What else am I going to put in here? Well, I'm going to put an onion. So if you've got an onion handy, and all I'm going to do is super, super easy. I'm just going to cut it into quarters. I'm going to drop it back into, this is our prep bowl, our 4-cup prep bowl. So I'm going to put all these things back in here. And the other thing I'm going to add is tomatillos. These, if you've never tried them, they're basically a Mexican tomato. Yes, they're green. Now, when you buy them, I should show you, they come like this. They've actually got husks. And when you're purchasing them, the deal is find ones that are contained, wrapped tightly. And when you pull them apart, you'll probably notice that they're a little sticky, like they've got a residue. So make sure you give them a good rinse. I'm just gonna rinse them in the bowl here. Give them a good rinse so they don't have that sticky residue anymore. And again, we're just gonna use our ceramic knife and we're gonna quarter them. Again, now you might be saying, oh, I'm not gonna be using tomatillos. I don't even know where to find them in my little store. They've never seen them there. Use tomatoes. And if you're wondering about the flavor of these, they're actually, some tomatoes, they're fruit, by the way. So that's the first thing you should know. You can get really wise. There's your fun food fact as well. But they've sort of got a bit of a tartness. Joanne, have you tried tomatillos, or Jane? Type in what, I don't know how to describe them. So they're sort of sweet, but sort of savory. I don't know. Anyway, again, we're going to grab our 4-in-1 spoon. Grab the tablespoon area. I'm gonna just drizzle this over the top. Taking my second one, we're gonna open our Ancho Lime again. Use the teaspoon end, and I'm just gonna sprinkle these on. And again, using my grip and grabs, I basically wanna just sort of toss these so I'm getting lots of mixing around on here. Now, you're gonna set your oven to 425 degrees. If you wanted to do this on the barbecue, you totally could do that as well. And what I like doing is, I like making them look pretty. So maybe plate it so it's colorful. Imagine if you had red peppers or red tomatoes. Put these down over there. You can have red, white, and green, which is of course the Mexican flavors. Like I said, I wanted to talk to you about the poblanos being anchos. Like they're exactly the same thing, but just at a different ripen stage. Okay, so we're gonna put our tomatillos on there. And another little tip that I'm gonna give you, I don't know if it really helps, but for me, it makes me feel better, especially when I'm roasting tomatoes, is I like making sure, not so much with peppers, but definitely for any sort of tomato, I like making sure that they're flipped so that the juice of the tomatillos or the tomatoes are staying encased in the skin. So have the cut side opened up. Okay, and then we're gonna just grab our chicken. And a little bit of salt and pepper. And remember with Epicure, because our products are so conscious of sodium and sugar, we think that you guys can put it on yourself, and it's much easier to manage your intake of sodium if you actually do it yourself. So I would highly recommend that you put some pepper on here. And these grinders, by the way, they're adjustable. So if you like really coarse ground peppercorns, you just turn this little knob at the top. We'll grab our sea salt, and I'm glad that as a consultant I can be my own host, because I'm gonna have to get some of these for free. And we're gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes. Give me a second, I've got the TV version, I'm gonna come right back. Okay, so now the word ancho, just fun food fact, and don't I look so colorful? I feel like I'm a Mickey Mouse. Wannabe, because it's not the right color. Ancho actually means wide or broad. And so ancho chilies would be a really broad chili, and you saw how big they are. Okay, now, here is the TV version. Now, when you're taking your sheet pan out of the oven, one of the things that you're going to want to do with your poblanos is when they cook in the oven, the skin becomes like paper. And I don't know, do you guys like eating paper? Probably not. So what you want to do is you can steam it. So if you are smart and savvy and you've purchased different liners, rather than using tin foil and tent it, what you can do is just get your extra liner and cover it. And this is really good when you're making turkeys or letting your meat sit, because you know if you cook something and you let it sit, rather than cutting it right away, the juices get, stay inside your meat and keep it moist. So this is a little tip, is just use your extra sheet pan liner to cover it. All right, so I mentioned the skin is going to be like paper. So let me just show you. Can you see how it's, you can eat it. It's 100% edible, but it might get caught in your teeth. So you want to basically, after it's steamed, these peel off super, super easy. So see how easy they are? Easy peasy, and you've got that done. Give me a second, just wipe my hands. Now, for plating this, a couple things you can do. I would just recommend, you can actually do like the family plan meal. So setting this in your plate, we've got our nice toasted onions. And these are sweet onions. I don't know if you have an opportunity, but I live, my summer home is in BC, and just south of us is Walla Walla, Washington. They have the most amazing sweet onions. I love them. They have a shorter shelf life. So when they are here, I'm totally grabbing them. These are tomatillos cooked. Super, super juicy. And like I said, I don't know how to describe them, but they're not, you might think because they're green, they're going to be sour and awful tasting. They're actually really, really delicious. If you go to the grocery store, in fact, and you see the verde salsa, it's made with tomatillos. And you can actually do your own tomatillo verde salsa using tomatillos and our poco picante salsa. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that away. And of course, if you're serving this for a family, another thing you may want to do is for presentation and just to save people having to have extra cutlery at the table, this juice, by the way, pour it on top, because it'll be nice and make it more flavorful. but I would take your knife and a fork, and I literally would just cut this into slices. And then for serving it, you could serve it with a corn tortilla. You could make some extra salsa if you wanted. You could just use a fork if you're trying to cut out some carbs. Don't you love this knife? You probably saw that squirting. But honestly, if you're going, oh my gosh, I don't know what's for dinner, and you're thinking cooking takes too long, as you can see, it really doesn't if you're prepared. And I'm really trying to focus on making meals that I think your family is going to love, but more importantly, save you money in the grocery store. So guys, there is your Mexican Ancho Lime. Love, love, love this. I'm so excited for this. If you're wondering what's in the ingredients, citric acid, sea salt, paprika, ancho peppers, of course, that have been ground, smoked paprika, yum, yum, lime peel, cumin, black pepper, onions, garlic, cayenne, organic cane sugar, and coriander. You, rather than going to the store and buying all those spices and trying to figure out how to copycat Epicure, why not just buy it? Consider the taste of Epicure. You are going to love it. For just at the table, if you want, the other thing that you can do, get a lime, and for presentation, maybe just put it in quarters. You can squeeze it freshly over, but that is your dish, guys. How many of you are excited to try this? Super, super easy, guys. Let me try it for you. Yum, yum, yum. Sorry, that was a big piece and I didn't want to talk with my mouth full. This flavor is amazing. If you have a event that you're going to this summer and you're inviting guests over, you have to get this. You're going to love it, I promise. So guys, that is our cooking class for today. Remember, the new product, it can be found online. As I mentioned, we have a discounted kit. We have the taste of the season that is reduced right now while quantities last. We've not got an infinite supply. I'm going to have all these great new recipes for you to try, and I will be posting this up to my website at JM Flavors shortly. So thank you all for coming into today's cooking class. We will see you again. Oh yes, 200. Sorry, no, Grishna. She's answering for me. It's actually 425 degrees for 20 minutes. 425 for 20 minutes. Okay? Yum. Or put it on the barbecue. Okay, guys, take care. Have a fabulous day. Bye for now.